What's going on, guys? This is in the way, isn't it? We're back, Vader Moz. We're back with another diorama build video. I tried upping the stream quality this time. Hopefully the stream will work out all right. I know from last time when I was watching some of my footage, my audio was kind of garbled, a little pooey, I guess. So I'm sorry, I don't have a microphone for this setup. I do for my DSLR, aka, well, it's not technically, but a mirrorless camera. But I can't use that to stream with because I suck. It shuts off after like 30 minutes or something. So I don't know how to get that to work. So let's take a look at this real quick. All right, looks like I'm live. Hold on a second here. Alright, so I want to look at that and pop out chat there. So there. Hopefully that will let me see everything I need to see. Try to bring this in. Give me a minute, guys. I'm still setting this up. This small monitor does not allow me to do a lot. Alright, there we go. So, if you're watching, come say hi. I won't bite. We did some work while I wasn't on the stream. We worked on the stairs a bit. I'm going to go ahead and pull some of this stuff off. This piece is not tall enough. I got a good, I don't know, maybe a centimeter of not touching the table. So that's not cool. We'll work on that later. Today we're going to do some painting. As you see, I got this side of the stairs as well as the this side here. Let me turn this a little bit. Oh, let's see. So you can see this white here. That's actually a thinner piece of poster board that I had, and that's a nice little molding for that side. Just cut that down. That's all I've done there. And this side is a thicker piece because we got to install the banister on this. And as you see, we put magnets on there, so just pops right in, which is nice. And it helps keep the stairs more straight too. But we're going to pull all this off just so we can show you guys. So yeah, this is the inner side of the, I guess the molding on the inner side of the stairs. I just want to pull that off real quick so you can see that. What I ended up having to do is actually put another set of magnets in here. So I got magnets in this piece aligned with the magnets from this piece, and then we have magnets in this piece. So, and of course the ones that go down. So this is going to be nice and solid. Granted, I use a lot of magnets. Oh, you're not. There we go. But it keeps the stairs pretty well lined up. So I'm pretty happy with that. It works. It works well. But this needs to be painted. The color of the wall is going to be different than the color. I don't know what color this wall is. I don't. I know the top of it's white, and we need to do some more sanding on the top of this. I mean, I can only sand it with so much though, because otherwise it's going to lose the actual shape I need it to have. So hopefully the paint will hide it too. We're going to have to do several coats of paint on that. And we're going to want to get some tape and try to align some tape down here. Something like that. But yeah, I don't know how the stream's going. If I'm stuttering around on the stream or anything, let me know, please. I guess I should draw on this, eh? Probably be easier. Just a light line. Yeah, that should be good enough. And we're basically just going to put some tape down on this end and try to keep this nice and straight. And I can already see I missed some, so what we'll do, mostly it's straight, but there's a little bit here that's not. So instead of peeling it off and fixing it, we're going to, boy, this is tricky actually. There we go. That should be good. Please wave, guys. I want to make sure my stream is going right. Let me know if there's anything you need from me to make this stream better. I don't know. I tried to up the resolution of my stream. So if it's not showing up right, please let me know. So the inside can be white, just not the outside. And of course I tried to cut my finger off this morning, or this afternoon, earlier today. This blade's getting dull. Now, for white, it's pretty straightforward, though you do have to do multiple coats, so this could take me a while to get this going properly. And do this first coat here. I don't even know where my white is. I think I put it back in the drawer where it's supposed to go. I did. Yay. And paintbrush. Yay. But I forgot water. I need some water. Ow. Hot glue. I thought I unplugged that. I did, but then I didn't. There we go. Guys, if you're tuned in, please say hello. Please wave. Please, I don't know, say something. I'd rather do this and have a conversation than do this and not have a conversation. True story. Let me grab a cup of water. Alright, we've got the water. Gotta find my palette. There it is. It's filthy. I haven't cleaned it off in a couple uses, but that's okay. It's all good. I'm gonna scoot this over some more. This paint can come over here. It doesn't need to be over there. Give myself some more room. We got all the room I could want, right? And yet I never have enough. While I was out today, though, I did get some balsa wood to do the banisters with, so let me set this up real quick. I'm not gluing these, of course, yet until I painted it, because I don't want to do any of that stuff. So, you know, this is going to be painted white as well, It's just the rods I've been cutting down for the banister. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, guys. It's just some cheap art store paint. We're going to use a good amount of it, so let's get crack-a-lackin'. What do you do with that water? Well, that didn't have enough paint on the brush. We're going to have to do several coats on here. The inside of the wall is white, that's for sure, so we can let that run off, that's fine. That's not a problem. Problem comes with going over this edge on the outside of the wall, which is why we got the tape there to cut that off from getting any lower than where we've determined we want it to stop at. Just like when you're painting, you know, in your everyday life, like house or whatever. You use tape to keep the paint within the lines you've determined. But I'm having a lot of fun with this build. I mean, essentially this is like my first major build where I've actually put in some time into it and worked on it. I did make a cabin, and I really half-assed that. I learned a valuable lesson when you're working with this foam. Do not use any type of spray paints or spray-on primers. That aerosol from the can will totally mess up this foam, particularly if you have thinner pieces like I did, because the house had, you know, siding I was working on. Instead of just, you know, carving into it, I made it even more difficult and was doing siding. Now, to the trained eye, or even the untrained eye, if you really look at this, this slant is actually not quite conformed to this one. So we made some changes. We cut this little end off because it was coming out further. And we did that because I think also that the ends are cut off for like that, so you can put the first post, the thicker post for your banister. You can put that in front. I'm going to have to get a few more magnets so for the upstairs banister, because the ones that I have, you know, these are going to be glued on, but the upstairs one I want to be able to take them off and use them for other scenes or whatever, so they need to be able to be movable, and that's going to take some work on my part to get some other kind of magnets, like a more of a flat magnet or something, because, you know, the ones that I've been using, the refrigerator type magnets, they're too thick. They're not going to let it sit flush on the ground. Actually, maybe they can. I will have to reevaluate how I do that, if I were to use those. Alright, we're making our way here. Let's pull this piece of tape from there. But you guys, if you're tuned in, anybody collect out there? I know I had OG fan was watching one of the first nights I did this, and I know he's a collector of figures. So yeah, I really didn't know where I was going with that. I'm really just seeing if anybody's here paying attention. here. You can paint right on top of that tape, it's fine. Always want to try to go in one direction. Get the best paint results if you go one direction, especially when you're painting these bigger projects like this. Now see, that's going to need a whole other coat there. That is definitely showing some pink through it. But this side warrants a bigger paint brush thingy. Bust this out. I've never used this. Ah! Let me just put my hand right in that. Alright, didn't ruin it too bad. We can just paint this whole thing white here, that's fine. I don't know if I should paint over the magnets or not. I mean, the only thing that's really going to do is reduce the contact. So maybe what I'll do is clean off the magnets in just a minute. We're going to do that real quick. We're going to grab some paper towels, clean off that magnet. Just want to try to keep that surface contact good and solid. Should really go around those next time and use the smaller brush to do some finer points around it. At first I was like, shouldn't matter. But then I was like, wait a minute. When I get to more layers is when it's going to be a problem, because it's going to make it thicker. These magnets aren't like top tier, you know, they're okay. I mean, when you got a couple of them grabbing onto each other, they're, God bless it, I keep touching the paint. You know, it's not bad, but anything you can add to that to weaken the connection is not going to be good. Wow. This uses the paint a lot faster, doesn't it? Nice thing is, this is a big old bottle of paint. So we can just squirt more on there. I really need to stop touching the paint. My God. I just ordered these sets of brushes here on Amazon. Wow, nobody's saying hi. It's crazy too, because, you know, like yesterday, people I know were watching. Nobody wanted to say anything. I feel kind of sad. Glue. I'll tell you, the glue gets everywhere. Just going to do the base coat with this big brush here. Just the amount of real estate that it can cover up as fast as it does. It's really nice. If I'm too quiet, let me know. I'll speak up. It's all good. I could tell you more, I guess, you know. So while you're watching paint dry, you got something else going on, but really, I mean, we're just watching paint dry. And finding strings of glue still on the project. Anybody watch Why the Last Man this week? I watched the first 3 episodes of that. I read the book a long time ago. So I'm enjoying the show so far. It's on Hulu, or FX, Hulu, whatever they want to call it. See, I didn't think this through. I have no way to touch it now. I can't touch this. Ah! Don't fall. Bloody hell in a handbasket. There we go, fix that. Good deal. Alright. We got that coat of white there. I don't know what to do with that. I've never used those. Let's use this and get in here closer to the magnet. I mean, it doesn't need to be all pretty next to the magnets. It's not going to be seen. It's going to be against the wall. But I like to try to be consistent in my work, you know? Bloody poo. Alright, so that's where we're at right now. Can't really do more until this paint dries. Not on this. I can work on the banister pieces once I get a place I can grab this and make it behave. See how many we got here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're making 11 of those. Let's set this aside so it can dry. Over here somewhere, that seems fine. And so far we've only got, looks like 5, maybe 6. Got a few of them. Alright. 2, 4, 6, and 7. We need 11. 11, I said. It's real simple. I mean, once you get one cut going, you can just match them up and do another cut. But what you want to do is make sure you scooch this just a little bit so you're cutting a little shorter. And this stuff's really nice to cut with. It's really not that hard at all. It's all about straight. Got to keep that blade straight. Boom. And that's too short, can't use that. But yeah, I noticed on the banister for the Lindsey's house that they were square. All these were square. The rods that hold up the banister. So I went to the store and bought some balsa wood, and you can buy some that are like this. The funny thing is, I had to go to 2 different stores to find some. This I got from Joann's. You know, just these long individual pieces. They're $1 a piece there. So that gets expensive. I bought 4 of these. But I also bought some packs with other shapes, or well, other thicknesses. So we're just going to come down here, get that angle, and cut that straight off. So I started watching the TV show Titans on HBO Max the other day. That show's pretty dumb. It's sad. I wanted to like it, but the writing's just really bad. And the kid that plays Dick Grayson, he can't do any choreography to save his life. You can just push through most of it. You don't even have to saw, really. Boom. Once you get one off, it's a lot easier. You want to scooch it back just enough to make room for the difference of the blade. If you don't, then each one's going to be taller and taller. There we have it. So we can start painting these if we want. Alright, so that's 10. I need to make one more of these with this shape. The other ones are going to have to be flat. There won't be an angle to that cut at all. But these are going up the stairs, so in order for them to sit right, you want that angle. Alright, so that's 11 of these. So we can go straight up that. Of course, we're going to have to let that dry. And then now we got to figure out a height. Let's cut this angle off here. Let's get that straight again. There, almost straight. Go. And then I don't know how tall the handrail should be. For the side banister. Let me pull up a picture here. It's really hard to tell. See, that's... Anybody got any ideas how tall that banister should be? Looks like it's going to go... Oh, there we go, that'll work. Right up to... Grab Michael. Looks like it's going to go right up to the crotch, essentially. So, banister is going to go about here. It's weird that it's so hard to cut this now. All I have to do is say something. Is there anybody watching this? I'm just curious, because nobody said nothing. Nobody said nothing. Wow. curious. That's funny. Just hilarious. Alright, so that's going to be about where we want that. So we're going to cut some more of this length. It's going to be fun, exciting, superhero-like even. Kind of wish I invested in that little chopper thing, or miter saw that they had, the miniature miter saw. So weird. Cut the angle. It's not that bad, but cutting straight down, it doesn't want to play. Must be mean. There it goes. And again, it's not straight up there. Perfect. Perfect. He's wonderful. Wonderful. Oh, that's fun. That was the side with the barcode on it. We could probably use this as like a hammer. I'm sure you guys appreciate that, right? It'd probably work easier if I change the blade. But why would I do that? There we go. Rock on. The question we're going to have, though, is how many thingies we're going to need here. You know, thingies. Well, I'm probably going to do a banister on this side too, so if I want to shoot, you know, him looking down at somebody, I can do that. We're going to need more than 3, that's for sure. We're already getting exhausted. I'll probably have to bite the big one and change out the blade. If I can remember where I put them. See what a new blade does. It still cuts a lot better when you go diagonally. It's really weird. Probably because it's going with some of the grain when you do that, instead of none of the grain. It's just cutting against grain. That's all this is doing. So nobody's tuned in, is that what you guys are saying to me? Nobody said nothing. This is crazy. Aha. Hey, 2 watching, guys. Say hello. Please, let me know. If you have any questions, we're working on the banister right now. So we're cutting this balsa wood to make banister pieces. We've already done the stair banister pieces. And we're waiting for paint to dry for this piece here. So while we're doing that, we're cutting pieces for the rail. I don't have the proper tool for the job, so we're using an X-Acto blade. Oh, now there's 1 watching. I scared somebody away. They're probably me. Oh, 2 watching. Somebody get back. Who do I got watching today? Say hi, please. Please, let me know I'm not alone. On. Sad I can't use those small pieces. I should have another long one here somewhere. That's what she said. Am I all out of the long pieces? I should have another one. I only recall cutting up 3 of them. But I could be wrong. Let's grab some more. Where did I set that bag? I have a bag I set somewhere that has more. There's the carpet, the bag with the carpet in it. That's the wrong bag. Oh. Aha! I found it, guys. I found it. These ones are shorter though, but they should be, something should be the right thickness. Guys, if you're tuning in, man, please give me a wave in the channel. I will wave at you. How about that? Oops, I just dropped some stuff. Howdy. There we go. I can type. I don't know. YouTube doesn't like me. That's what it is. YouTube is my sworn enemy. So I found these pieces of Balsa Wood first. Which, you know, they're useful to a degree. But I only get 2 pieces of the right thickness. In fact, these even feel thicker. They're slightly thicker. They'll work, but they're slightly thicker. That's sad. That is completely sad. Utterly sad. So do you guys build dioramas yourselves? Are you trying to learn anything? Because I'm teaching myself right now. Nobody's taught me nothing. YouTube's taught me a little bit. But nobody else. I promise. I'm a wet noodle. Completely al dente. I don't know what I'm supposed to be trying to say there. But you know, I got this saw thing that I've never used properly. It's over here. Oh. This will probably make my life so much easier. And yet I just now decided to pull this out. This thing is old. I don't even know if it's sharp anymore. But let's try it. Hey, wow. That worked. Yay. Still going to use the knife to get the scoring in there for the cut. We start it. Why didn't I do this a long time ago? Hey, look at that. Even better results than before. I really don't know why I was fighting on doing this earlier. Why didn't I just walk over there and pick this up? Should have grabbed this saw ages ago. let's stand up this. I don't want to glue these down yet because I've got a lot more to do, but I'm going to have to go to the store and buy more. But they need to get painted. Bought so many bags of these though. We got more. It's just sad that it only came with two. You know, two of each size. It's crazy, ain't nobody saying nothing. First night people were talking, it was great. Tonight you guys are really quiet. I won't have one of these tomorrow though. I got other plans tomorrow night that will prevent me from doing this. I might, maybe during the day. I don't know. We shall see. Not to say I won't work on this tomorrow, just don't know when I'll be streaming it tomorrow. So don't be surprised if I get past where we are now. Alright. We need a lot of banister. That's for darn sure. So, with that in mind, well, keep that in mind. You need a lot of it. These little sticks only go but so far per stick. Guys are so quiet. It's deafening. Really, I don't have anything else to talk about unless I know somebody's watching, which just looks like it's just me. What the hell? guys, I'm probably going to turn off the stream for tonight. I mean, I'm just going to be cutting this for the next bit and painting it. There's really not much else to do. There's nobody here engaging with me. Perhaps next time I'll try to have more going on. I thought you guys appreciate that I'm able to sit down and perhaps answer questions or talk to you tonight, but it's all good. I understand. I do. But don't forget, guys, tomorrow night, Geek'n Out, it's me streaming. I will not be there. I have prior engagement for tomorrow night, but Nate and Dom and maybe Lou or V, who knows? They could all be there. Denobi, Chris Weaver. Oh, come on.